Okay, welcome to Namlo On Air. Today we have a very new episode that we are bringing up to you on your screens on Namlo On Air Good channel with me and Kenny. So Kenny, how are you feeling today?
I am feeling super excited. Alikada nervous pani hola because with this amazing personality who is like beautiful, I'm sure inside and out. And I'm very excited to talk to her today.
And today on our set we have a very radiant, elegant, pretty, and I don't know what else to say about this lady. Beautiful face, beautiful personality inside and out. So today on our set we have a 26th Miss Nepal World who's very much ready to embark on her Miss World journey. We have Miss Nepal World, I already said Miss Nepal World title holder Miss.
Priyanka Rani Joshi.
All right.
Welcome to Namlo On Air.
Thank you, girls. The introduction couldn't have been better. हेरिरहनु भएको सम्पूर्णमा पनि मेरो न्यानो नभन म प्रियङ्का रानी जोशी and I'm excited to be at Namlo podcast today.
We are as well. Thank you so much for being on our set. I'm pretty sure you are very busy with all your preparations and everything going on. So first of all, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's a privilege.
Of course, it's a pleasure.
Yes. So how are you? Kata hununcha as a bully. You came to our set. So are you? Obviously, you are here in States. So how's it going? When did you arrive here?
It's going good. It's been a week. Yeah, I could say एक हप्ता जति हुनु थाल्यो हुनु लाग्यो. I'm sorry, but हाम्रो main focus, हाम्रो main यसपालिको purpose with the tour is trying to introduce the diaspora, the Nepali diaspora that is here in the United States to the Beauty with a Purpose project that we take for Miss World. हामी Miss World मा जाँदाखेरि हाम्रो main global issue, हाम्रो main global motive भनेकै to introduce our aspects and purpose throughout the world. So when we focus on the world, we shouldn't forget that we have a huge diaspora here in the United States. So if we can take all the Nepalese around the globe together, if we introduce all these projects, all these videos to them first, I think it would add an extra ounce of energy and extra ounce of motivation to the project that we're taking forward to Miss World. We're taking this project, taking our Beauty with Purpose 2023 on a tour this year.
Nice.
that.
It looks like the Beauty with a Purpose project is going on a tour, like she said. Or at least some say like whatever introduction videos or Beauty with the Purposes that I've seen in previous Miss Nepals. I feel like mostly they're based in Nepal, and then I'm like interested more to know how you're trying to take this tour. But you're also here. Are you filming here too for the Beauty with a Purpose project or what?
No. So what happens is we have to base it off the country that we represent. Beauty with a Purpose भनेको चाहिँ it has been done for the 70th year this year. We're hitting 70 year with Beauty with Purpose. Miss World ले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ Miss World मा this is the heart of the project.
Right.
So why is it the heart भन्दाखेरि Miss World मा of course you have 122 countries representing their own nation in any aspect that they can. तर 122 countries हुँदाखेरि what you need to focus on is how to represent yourself in ways that brings you immediate exposure.
Right.
त्यो हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो fast track eventsहरुमा 5वटा subtitles हुन्छ के multimedia मा you can, if you win, you can directly get into top 12. त्यस्तै गरी हजुरको sports event हुन्छ भने model watch भने you walk. There's also another event where you represent your designer from your own motherland, from your country. ती 5वटा इभेन्टहरुमा चाहिँ हाम्रो other subtitle winner gets into top 10 with Beauty with a Purpose.
Right.
So Beauty with a Purpose लाई चाहिँ हामीले नेसनकै under-resourced, underserved community लाई चाहिँ राम्ररी affect the impact पारेर how we can take that community forward with us, because pageantry women are always on the move.
Right.
But you shouldn't forget where your roots are. You shouldn't forget where you come from. त्यही भएर पनि we introduce this project where you take your country, where you take your community forward along with you. त्यही भएर चाहिँ when you do these projects, you have to focus on Nepal first.
Right.
एउटा community choose भएपछि चाहिँ like you asked, what do you mean by tour भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो यो sector मा किन काम गरिरहेको छु भनेर चाहिँ I'll introduce my project too. I'll talk more about it. तर why are we working on this project? Why these people and why this place भनेर चाहिँ I'm taking that concept and I'm connecting those people on the tour that I'm doing.
Nice. I'm very glad that like you're here. And like I'm funny, like this diaspora that you already talked about is definitely going to be within your project. So yeah, it's sounding very good. And like beauty with the purposes or project or like everybody had been bringing new concepts and they were like helping. Obviously, Nepal, it's Nepal Miss Nepal World, so they were helping. Nepal go. I've seen like Shrinkhala, Anushka, even like I'm a recent wala
Amrita.
Namrata. Their projects were like phenomenal. So like
No.
how like does that like make you feel like I have to top that? How does that go? Like I want to do better or like along that, and then your project is already sounding like very different.
I saw the BTS. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Like the
You watched the
videography and
BTS for the introduction. You haven't gotten any clip of Beauty with Purpose. Firstly, do you feel a little competitive with the projects that have been taken forward earlier? I don't. I actually feel motivated by them. So, Nepal ma there are so many things that we can work on as a project sector, I know. त्यो सँगसँगै हाम्रो के हुन्छ भने Beauty with Purpose को if you study the history of the projects that have been taken to the world platform, I think Nepal has always really had so many opportunities to show where we can take an entire community forward because there's so much to do in Nepal.
Agreed.
There's so many things that you can work on. Basic needs like water facilities, electricity facilities, pure clean hygienic issues or so there's so much you can work on, and with platforms like Miss Nepal, Miss World, we've been able to create a very good impact, a very positive dent on major enveloped societies of Nepal. So when that happens, I do not feel competitive at all. I understand I need to take our position one step forward, but I'm not pressurized by it. You can take this as two parts. You can be motivated by it, or you can get pressurized by it. And what I have understood is if you're going to be pressurized, you're going to get bogged down. And I don't think that's going to be good in Miss World as a competition. So if you take it as a good aspect of the competition, then it's going to only push you forward. So you've asked me to take the whole entire aspect of Beauty with Purpose forward. के गरिरहेको छु त म भन्दाखेरि Miss World जाने भनेर अब announce भयो. First, when you enter into Miss Nepal, you don't know what title you're going to get.
Oh gosh.
Because there are 3 titles you're competing for. Any you don't even know. You have one in your mind. Like you have one on your mind. You're like, मलाई यो हुनु छ चाहिँ छ, तर that's not up to you unless you get on the stage. It depends on how you answer.
When you enter the like most top 3 banda pani, even if you probably don't even know ki, like if you're gonna get any of the top 3.
Oh my god, Sonam.
Oh my god.
Let me I'll get back to the project, but let me tell you.
Let's do that.
म यही थिएँ कि Miss Nepal को आवेदन मेरो वर्षमा खुल्दाखेरि I was in Maryland. I was here for a family's wedding.
Started from here, eh?
It started from here. This place has been so lucky for me, so I had to come back with my project here. Because I knew if I brought this to the people around Maryland, Baltimore, just my relatives around the United States, I knew it was going to give me that oomph of push that I need with the project. So I was here. Ani बिहेमा नाचिरहेको so हामी खुल्यो भनेर भन्छ हैन. So I wasn't ready for that. म चाहिँ यहाँ आएपछि अब we had 2 years gap because of COVID too. Our bachelor's सकिसकेको थियो. So I was looking to apply into GI Institute in New York for my master's. So before entering Miss Nepal, म चाहिँ मास्टर्स को लागि फर्म भर्नु लागेको थिएँ अनि ठ्याक्कै आवेदन निस्क्यो हैन. अब bachelor's मा जानु कि Miss Nepal मा जानु भनेर.
Bachelor's Miss Nepal ko form duita so like which one?
And dude, they're both so important.
Right.
It really set a very good precedence for your life. There's one decision that was really hard for me to take.
I'm pretty sure.
So I waited out. Miss Nepal जहिले पनि गर्नु मन लागेको, मास्टर्स हुँदै जान्छ. There's no age limit to that, हैन. अब मास्टर्स को कुरा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ GI Institute भनेको हाम्रो फ्यामिली बिजनेस पनि छ. Gold, diamond, silver. So we are jewelers back in Nepal. So त्यो कुरा चाहिँ अब family comfort भएर होला. It was easier for me to make one decision because masters join गरेपछि त 2-3 वर्षमा it wouldn't make sense to my timeline to go back into Miss Nepal. तर Miss Nepal अहिले गरिहाल्यो भने it's my one time opportunity. It would at least let me know that I did good in my life or it was a learning experience.
Exactly.
It's your own dishes.
Yeah, the decision would be एउटा बाटो चाहिँ छर्लङ्गै खुल्छ भनेर
Yeah.
चाहिँ मिस नेपाल गर्छु भनेर I went back home, you know. When I landed on auditions के फेरि.
Oh, wow.
Wow. It was meant to be.
Right on the day of auditions, I landed. I was scheduled for around 6 p.m. in the evening. We had 700 participants in our
Wow.
No
700.
way.
हाम्रो yearma because of COVID reasoning too.
Oh, true.
कतिजनाले भाग लिनु
Like 2
पाउनु
वर्ष
भएन.
नै
2
भयो.
वर्ष नै
Exact.
everyone stayed back at home. त्यही भएर पनि खुलिहालेपछि त 700 जना आउनुभयो कि
Oh
I
my
walked
God.
into
Yeah.
याकिनेतीमा थियो हाम्रो audition. I walked into a pool of women, beautiful, tall, long-legged, so pretty, eh? Portfolio हेर्दाखेरि they've worked with best of best, cream of the crops from Nepal. कि.
Wow.
Must be intimidating त्यति बेला.
Yeah, it was.
Just
of
like
course.
that, their profile was probably like हुन्छ नि or catered towards like म Miss नेपालमा जान्छु so but then you're here like
Yeah.
यता masters गर्ने or like Miss नेपाल जाने, you're just flew and then landed there and all these people are like already catered, like ready भएर.
Right, and they were all prepared. Oh, you have to be prepared, I Miss World.
Yeah.
Miss Nepalमा जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ अनि त्यहाँ जाँदाखेरि त अब it wasn't just intimidation, but I was jet lagged too, of course.
I'm
you
pretty
know?
sure.
I didn't know. I was on a completely different high. I was
no.
nervous, I was scared, I was ecstatic, like पहिल्यैदेखिको सपना पुरा हुन्छ कि अब I might just go home too भनेर के थाहा नै छैन होइन अब जस अब I was already there auditions दिनु पर्यो भनेर भित्र जाँदाखेरि I was so sleepy. झुल्नु मात्रै बाँकी थियो कि because I had to wait a long
It's a
time.
long flight पनि.
It was a long,
Yeah.
long flight. अनि झुलिरहेको थियो होला ठ्याक्कै भित्र जानुभन्दा अगाडि because you can't handle jet lag, you know, no
Right.
matter how much caffeine you sleep on. Jet lag is something that is out of your control.
Honestly मलाई त 2 दिन सुत्नै पर्छ honestly.
त्यही त अनि त्यसपछि जसो तसो गरी अब 6 बजेको पनि धेरै इन्टर्न्स इन्टेक्सहरू भएर मेरो 7:30 सम्म पुश त भयो कि तर I think I don't remember a lot of the audition. I remember Rashna ma'am, our mentor, our choreographer, calling me forward because my eyes were literally the size of a lion.
Oh, no.
Because I was fighting
Poor baby.
my want to sleep. अनि यसरी हेर्दाखेरि ma'am was, is there something wrong with your eyes? भनेर हेर्नै बोलाउनु भयो थियो अनि I was like, no ma'am, I'm jet lagged.
I'm just jet lagged. Just landed.
I'm trying to stay awake for you. भनेर भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ I thought she found it funny too. अनि हाँसेर त्यो कुरा चाहिँ त्यही पन्छ्यो अनि अब कल आउँछ कि आउँदैन I don't even remember what I've spoken.
God.
अनि त्यसपछि next day नै call आयो. That's
Nice.
how I got into Miss Nepal.
Wow. So call आउने बित्तिकै do you get into top 25 or?
Yeah. Call आउने
Oh,
बित्तिकै you're into
nice.
top 25.
So what I'm trying to figure out is like out of 700 contestants,
Yes.
so they only called 25 people.
Yeah.
And you got selected.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Girl just
And
like
I won.
and won. Exactly. Don't forget about that part.
Cannot
No,
be
I
more
was
grateful
coming.
for that.
Wow. Okay, so we already got into this of a journey, you know? So let's talk about
Wow.
it. So you got the call, top 25.
Right.
What after that?
So I was just okay. Let's remember the day that I got the call. Right? But I don't know if I'd get the call or not. Mama चाहिँ यही हुनुहुन्थ्यो because she was here. We were here for
Were
the
you
wedding.
expecting?
You know? I was hoping.
That's the right word.
So पसलमा बसिरहेको थियो हामी काम गरिरहेको थियो होइन अब फोन त हेरेको
I'm sure.
आउँदैन it was मेरो नम्बर थियो अल्टरनेटिभमा चाहिँ ड्याडको नम्बर दिएको थियो अनि ड्याड र म त कन्स्टेन्टली we were looking at the phone है अनि ठ्याक्कै I think 5:30 बजीतिर as we were shutting down the store फोन आयो कि unknown number ल्यान्डलाइनको नम्बर I was so
God.
excited I was like pick it up भनेर before I got मेरोमा फोन आएको थियो before I received the call I sent out a prayer I sent out a thank you to my gods I thought of my mother I thought of my dad and I received it अब थाहा छैन नि त अब त्यही कल हो कि होइन भनेर पनि अब you shouldn't be so overconfident अनि उठाउने बित्तिकै हाई प्रियङ्का बोल्नु भएको हो भनेपछि चाहिँ उहाँले चाहिँ congratulations ma'am you've been selected for Miss Nepal 2022 you're one of our top 25 contestants अब they gave me specifics, but यो दिनमा चाहिँ हाम्रो orientation start हुन्छ. It wasn't a long gap. Next day or the day after, हाम्रो orientation सुरु हुन्छ. We look forward to seeing you there at the Radisson Hotel.
What did you
my
feel त्यति
God.
बेला?
I still have goosebumps. I cannot get over that. I cannot get over that phone call.
I can see it in your eyes.
I don't know how you like heard the rest of the part. I would be like, yo, congratulations, one. I would be like, I'd be jumping. I would not hear the rest of the part at all.
You can tell me later.
Like she literally got on the flight and went to the audition, you know, and this bitchy like did the audition. This bitchy call out mama.
That's a journey itself.
Honestly,
was
it
a
is.
journey.
You know,
It
because
is,
like
it is.
यहाँबाट मास्टर्स
Literally.
गर्ने भनेर आएको मान्छे हैन अनि like life decision नै भनेन like one step away from a different lifestyle.
Right.
Like if not
Imagine if I had stayed behind.
exactly.
Or imagine like you were so jet lagged or tired, you were like, you know what, I'm gonna go home and
yeah,
sleep.
right.
Like, no, that wouldn't have happened. If I went back home, I would have made it anyway. But
Okay,
imagine
good.
if I had stayed behind.
Oh, no,
It
no,
would have been a different lifestyle.
Yeah, I would be.
That's
I
crazy.
would be here.
That's crazy. And then after that, you go to the camp and training.
You don't directly get into the camp. So what happens is you have a journey.
Okay.
हाम्रो बेलामा चाहिँ 2 हप्ताको मात्रै थियो because we started late. मैले भने नि अघि मेको एन्डतिरमा थियो, मेको बिगिनिङतिरमा थियो हाम्रो ओरिएन्टेसन अडिसन्सहरू सुरु भएको थियो भने अहिले इफ यु नो हाम्रो मार्चदेखि नै सुरु भइसक्यो. सो हामी चाहिँ ढिलो भएर 2 हप्ताको माथि ट्रेनिङ्स भयो थियो हाम्रो ब्याचलाई हैन. बट युजुअली यु हेभ द ट्रेनिङ्स फर 2.5 months.
Oh,
right.
that's a big gap.
That is a
is.
big gap.
2 months, 2 weeks.
2 months, 2 weeks.
Was that harder?
It wasn't harder, but a lot of trainings were cut down on. के अब etiquette training भनेको चाहिँ cutlery trainingsहरू खानेहरू पहिला सबैलाई सिकाउँथ्यो भने यसपालि हाम्रो ब्याचमा यसपालि भन्दा पनि last year the winners, only the winners got those trainings. अनि हाम्रो designing, styling trainingsहरू, walk trainings त सबैलाई हुन्छ because everybody gets on the stage, but those intricate ones only the winners got them. So they
Happened after the finale.
So the intricate ones happened after the finales,
Okay.
but the
Only
softer,
the winners.
yeah, softer ones, the ones that generally everybody should know were taken forward.
अनि talking about हाम्रो journey त कुरा गरिहाल्यो. What were some of the issues you faced if you did? Like be it in management or like personal issues.
So के हुँदो रहेछ भने Miss Nepal भनेको चाहिँ you always look at the glamour side.
Yeah.
When you're looking from the outside.
Yeah.
You always do. I don't even blame people because हामीले देखाउँदा पनि त्यही माथि देखाइदिन्छौँ कि we don't show the real struggles. तर के हुँदो रहेछ भने भित्र as a participant चाहिँ मैले के face गरेँ भन्दा you sometimes lack strategy के. It's
You
a
do.
competition नि त.
Exactly.
You get so involved in yourself. You get so involved in making your dreams come true.
Right.
You forget to strategize your plans. अब
Exactly.
badminton खेल्नु गएको भए पो I'll hit my bat this way.
Oh, you need a strategy there too.
It'll land on the other court that way. Whenever you can strategize things
Yeah.
like that, but you forget when you go to Miss Nepal that it's a game, it's a
Exactly.
competition, and you need to be on top of it because anybody who enters Miss Nepal at
Anything.
this age, at this time, comes prepared.
Right, of course.
So when you get inside, मेरो चाहिँ main focus भनेकै not to lose my confidence थियो कि because you
yeah.
मकाउनु एकदमै सक्छ.
Honestly.
Everybody who sat on the seat, like I said, had their own USP. कोही राम्री थियो भने someone was walking and talking and looking like a model. Someone
Like-
was talking so on a level of that intellectuality that you might not have heard before. You know?
Right.
So everybody had something that could really play on their parts too. के
Yeah.
त्यही भएर to retain your sense of self, retain your confidence was one of the things that I thought I had to retain till the end of the competition. If I let go of that, I would have fallen bad.
I'm sure,
The entire competition, my only fear was not to let loose of my morals and values, not to
Okay,
let
good,
loose
good.
of my own confidence where I might fall really bad and I wouldn't have gotten on the ship ever again. So मेरो fear चाहिँ त्यही थियो.
I'm sure because like I have also done a pageant. I did Miss Nepal North
Really?
America here in
When?
New York. It was back. I was the very first batch, and then
Shreya's
like
batch?
Shreya. Shreya.
Shreya.
Oh no. I think that was like second.
Okay.
We were the first ones.
Right.
But then like, oh god, that also happened very much shorter once. So, like, it just happened like out of nowhere too. It just like happened blah blah blah. And then here, like, we don't have 700 people, but like it was fun. And
How
then
long is Miss Nepal North America for?
the training is a week. And then our Sadiksha
The
Shrestha.
best, the
Yeah, she's the
sweetest.
choreographer. Girl, like, I went in there, like, Jane Bittige, like you said, I wanted to touch on the thing of, like, you go in there, sisterhood, you want to look good, you like your hair done, nails done, makeup and blah, blah, blah. You just, like, focus on that. But then on the D-Day, like, it's like, okay, it's happening. I want to know how the D-Day was for you.
The day, okay. The journey was so beautiful because all through it, I made, like you said, one of the biggest group of friendship that I've earned throughout my life. It was from Miss Nepal. So the girls, the contestants, we're still in touch. They still support me. They still give me feedbacks. They still give me, you know, the pointers, the motivations that I need at times, because nobody else understands the journey as much as
I'm sure.
as much as they do.
Yeah.
So it's so important that you value the friendships that you make in pageantry.
Right.
First thing, I know, because you might have noticed too, Miss Nepal North America ma जाँदाखेरि pageant ma गइसकेपछि चाहिँ nobody else understands your mental state like the girls around you.
Exactly.
You don't know you're in a competition, but you are being marked.
Because you all are like, all the group of girls like are chasing towards the same thing, but apparently you're like all together, you're supporting.
That's so beautiful. That's
It
the
is.
concept of pageantry. They really help you support women dreams, the profession, and just the side of womanhood that you never know exists in other sides of the world.
Honestly.
Because, like I said, we had different professionals come forward, and pageantry is that one aspect of a vessel that holds all these focuses of all these professionals, all these professions of women, and nourishes them in a front that really pushes you forward in life.
Honestly.
So it's so beautiful.
Honestly, so just like being there, being in that space, you know, with all those people, like sometimes like you said, you need to know like what your zing is, like you need to know what you're bringing to the table, blah blah blah. Like even like for me, like the first time I realized that was like our introduction. We were trying to practice that, and then everybody had written something, like they were ready to go, and I had nothing, honestly. And I was just like, okay, when did you guys write this? Like, when did this happen? We were supposed to do this? And then like,
people don't understand, but when you step into pageant, you need to be a good orator.
right?
You need to
Ready
be
to
on your
go.
toes. Nobody gives you any cue. You're not up there to put on a show. You're up there to let them know what you're all about.
Represent yourself.
Represent yourself and your community. Come on.
Honestly.
When you go to pageant, you're going and competing in a global arena.
Yeah.
So what better way to endorse your country? What better way of ambassadorship than your pageantry?
Honestly.
There's nothing else. So coming back to my D-Day, come on.
yes, let's talk about it. I want to know.
I want to know.
I remember,
Tell me, like, since you woke up once and you knew about it, like, as the D-Day open.
No, of course.
What happened? What was the feeling? Utnu bittige, oh, this is what I did. This one's until the winning moment. Let's go.
I woke up feeling so happy.
Right?
Don't know why. I do not know why, because the general instinct of somebody who is stepping on a stage for a finale would be, you'd be nervous. Little bit, at least.
Yeah.
I didn't have a sense of nervousness that day. I don't know why. I don't know what got onto me, but I was so happy. I was so light on my feet. I had my breakfast. I spoke to the girls. Of course, we were going over a few things that we thought could be as general issues, some things that you can talk about on stages. पहिलाको questions-हरु कस्तो आथ्यो भनेर त्यसरी preparation त गर्छ नि त सबैजनाले. They were all preparing. I didn't even bother to look at my notes that day. I do not know why. I kept saying like, जति गरेछ गरिसक्यो अब झन् रट्यो भने I think I'll just get confused भनेर I closed my books on the D-Day and I just had so much fun. अनि बिहान त्यसरी नै हाम्रो चाहिँ गोदावरी कन्भेन्सनमा थियो. So it's a little further away from the place that we were lodged at. Okay. So it was like an hour ride. हैन हामीलाई बसमा राख्नु भयो अनि बसमा जाँदै गर्दाखेरि I was so happy. I was singing. I don't know why. And girls were getting so irritated because they were all going through their notes and they're like, shut up. I couldn't.
Oh.
I sang through my way. We reached there. अनि ठ्याक्कै मामले जहिले भन्नुहुन्थ्यो pray गर. जहिले पनि there's a higher sense of self. There's a higher
absolutely.
power. Redemption गर. आफूले केही नराम्रो कर्म गरेछ भने be sorry for whatever you've done. That's the highest thing you can do for the bad things that you feel like you've done. अनि त्यो साथसाथै pray गर्दाखेरि, you know, you feel so connected to gods or maybe just higher things that
Yeah.
really
Peace
push us
and so,
forward.
Mhm.
It brings you peace.
Yeah, from within. Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember before getting off the bus, I prayed for like about 1 minute. Then I was on my feet again, irritating everybody out there. And त्यसपछि स्टेजमा गयो. हाम्रो चाहिँ last final practice भने थियो. Before that, we had all our dress trials. For the choreography, we had the last final walk on the stage. अनि त्यसपछि हामी स्टेजमा जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ, so our stage was like it was a T.
Okay.
होइन टीमा चाहिँ हाम्रो ठ्याक्कै फाइनल वक चाहिँ 3जना विनर हुन्छ नि त. So the international walk, she comes, stands on the left. The earth walk, she comes, stands on the right. Miss World walks, she stands on the middle. होइन and त्यसपछि we were all practicing, and all the friends who walked with me, I did not let them walk for Miss World.
Because she knew it was coming for her.
I think I manifested my way through the walk choreography too. I did not just let them walk. And I remember Amrishya Gosrel, she was the Miss North America, the second batch.
Right.
She is that. So उहाँ पनि हिँड्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो. I didn't let her walk it, and she was like, तिमी त कस्तो छ भनेर. I remember her getting so annoyed with me, and she just didn't talk to me all through the night. अनि मैले चाहिँ उसलाई earthमा मात्रै हिँड कि हिँड भइरहेको थियो. I didn't let her. So it was that insane कि म चाहिँ I was so happy and so protective about my world. त्यसपछि चाहिँ त्यो walkहरू गरेँ, and I felt confident. अब जितिहाल्यो भने म I'll walk like this भनेर after choreography practice गरेँ. अनि भित्र गएपछि चाहिँ अब makeup हुन्छ नि त. Makeup takes a long time. We're 25 of us. अनानिक आउनु भयो हाम्रो makeup partner. अनि मेकअप गराउँदै हुनुहुन्थ्यो. अनि म चाहिँ चेयरमा भुस्केँ.
Oh gosh.
Everybody is practicing their notes. होइन that's the last thing you can do नि होइन. अनि म चाहिँ भुस्थेँ. अनि हाम्रो मेकअप गर्ने दिदीले चाहिँ उठ न. She was so nervous for me. She was like so concerned. She was really concerned for me anyway. अनि उठ न, please prepare गर्नु न notes हेर्नु. I don't know what I was thinking, but एक किसिमको ढुक्कपन चाहिँ आउँदो रहेछ कि when you know you've done enough for yourself, when you know you've really pushed all your boundaries, all your limitations, that whatever happens, the result is on the God.
Absolutely.
So you're just working the last mile on the capabilities that you have. So you just let go and surrender to the results, Reza, at the end of the day. But in the trainings, you got to make sure you do that, because trainings are run, so everybody gets the same amount of training. Everybody gets the same amount of accountability, recognition, and attention from Rachna ma'am.
Right.
It depends on you how much you can grasp from it.
And you're the one who chose to apply, so it's on you. It's on you. Just the trainings and everything. It's on you.
It is
you're
completely on you. So
honestly.
त्यो दिन चाहिँ खासै म टेन्सन नर्भस नभइकन अलिकति ढुक्क भएर पनि I think that I was at ease on the stage. अनि we were all set. First चाहिँ अब एकदमै Met Gala type थियो. If you go back to watching our first segment for Miss Nepal, त्यो दिन चाहिँ I forget what it was actually named, तर IIFT चाहिँ हाम्रो Creative Designers Institute छ कि अहिले नेपालमा. उहाँहरूले हामीलाई एकदमै lavish, extravagant लुगाहरू बनाइदिनु भएको थियो. I was a tree, but I was a really elevated tree. A secret model type jumpsuit. It was a tube, and I had a
drama.
A lot of drama. And I had a huge tree on me, and it was one of the best looks that night.
Nice.
We all got to our costumes. अनि त्यही त हो नि ब्याकस्टेजमा there's a rush. अनि सबैजनाले बोलाइरहनु भएछ होइन. अनि म चाहिँ फर्स्टमै रेडी भएर त्यहाँ पुगिसकेँ. I don't know what I was on that night, man. अनि त्यसपछि पुगिसक्यो. अनि म्याम was like, you were already here. I was 5 minutes early.
Oh, nice.
सबैजना ऐना हेरेर हुन्छ. I didn't even bother to look at the mirror, right? I was so confident.
Yeah, nice.
त्यहाँ गएर उभिएँ होइन. बाहिर निस्किँदाखेरि चाहिँ we had all the drums, you know, to welcome us.
Wow.
It was all exotic. And बाहिर निस्किँदाखेरि you walk out to the stage with lights, cameras, and every eye is on you because you're walking single. You're walking in pairs, but you're actually walking single when you feel like all eyes are on you.
Yeah.
So when you're walking, all these factors really add on to your performance too when you soak these things in.
Right.
Well, it's so much okay? When I hit the stage,
Yeah.
it was on go since then.
Yeah, you just owned it. Like when I first walked out, and obviously like Miss Nepal is a bigger platform, right? Not like when you walk in, my only thing was like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk in. Like we have done this like numerous times.
Right.
Like you just do your thing, and then like when you look, what I was thinking was like when I look into the audience, I can't see anything. They can see the stage because like you blur out because of the light, and then like I couldn't see anything, any of the people.
Girl, I saw everybody.
You did?
I looked them in the eye. I felt like they were there just for me.
Yes,
I
she
have
just
no
owned
idea.
it.
Yeah, I don't
You
know
sure
what I
did
was
from the
thinking of.
beginning.
I saw everybody and I looked at the judges. They were so happy. Of course, the judges are so nice to every contestant.
Yeah.
They're so happy. They're so smiley. They make you feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
So anybody who thinks pageant ma चाहिँ गाह्रो हुन्छ,
Right.
judges are tough, of course, it's nothing like that. Everybody wants you to perform your best.
They're
Don't
so
forget that.
sweet.
They're all so sweet. Even the judges, the organizers, even our choreographer. अब सिकाउने बेलामा त
Yeah.
गाह्रो हुनै पर्यो नि. अब नरम भएर सिक्ने मान्छेले राम्ररी सिक्दैन कि. That is a given fact. त्यही भएर चाहिँ अलिकति कडा हुन्छ. तर they all want you to perform your best. They want you to shine at your brightest. So when people go hard on you, just know that they're making you harder with
They want the best
Oh,
for
yeah,
you,
yeah,
and then like they want you to like perform for like to your fullest potential.
Right.
So they're trying to bring out the things that you probably don't even know that you have, and then they see it
Absolutely.
sometimes.
A lot of
Yeah, sometimes they see it and then they bring it out.
Absolutely.
also like Ajale bhन्छ, you were having fun on the stage भनेर
I was
हैन?
having so much fun on the stage.
अनि त्यसपछि did you feel some kind of pressure पनि? Because you said you looked into everybody's eyes and no pressure?
म चाहिँ personally भन्दाखेरि I'm more of a stage person. The more that I got to learn about myself through pageantry, I figured I'm more me on stages than I'm at interviews. के interview हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ यस्तो हुनुपर्छ, टक्क पढाइ हुनुपर्छ भनेर एउटा preset notion हुन्छ नि त.
Yeah.
So हामी मिडियामा धेरै काम नगरेको भएर पनि होला, क्यामेरा आउने बित्तिकै there's a lens that is put on you.
Right.
है मलाई चाहिँ.
Yeah, I agree.
But some people are very comfortable in cameras, and it may differ, and it is different with every different individual. होइन? तर मलाई चाहिँ स्टेजमा लग्यो भने I am the lightest at my feet. I love interacting with people. म चाहिँ business background भएर पनि धेरै मान्छेहरू भेट्थेँ नि त. So one-on-one conversations is something that I thrive on. के त्यही भएर स्टेज लाँदाखेरि पहिल्यैदेखि मिस नेपाल जान्छु भनेर प्रिपेयर गर्दाखेरि पनि stage presence was one of my main aspect of focus.
Nice.
Okay.
So I used to really focus on debates, extempores, plays हरू हुन्छ नि.
Yeah.
त्यस्तो कुराहरूमा चाहिँ धेरै काम गरेको भए पनि I'm very comfortable on stage. So I didn't feel a lot of pressure when I looked into everybody's eyes.
Nice. So okay, so top 10 boy, top 5 boy, and top 3. How was the feeling as it went up?
So 12 मा गयो होइन preliminary बाट अनि top 12 लाई चाहिँ on the stage question हुन्छ at the moment. So you pick from the placards that are put in front of you. त्यहाँबाट questions हरू आउँछ on the spot answer गर्ने अनि त्यहाँबाट कस्तो answers दिनुहुन्छ, कस्तो stage presence हुन्छ on basis of all the extra curricular activities also that you present on stage.
Right.
Top 6 त्यहाँबाट select हुन्छ. So 12 is from preliminary.
Okay.
6 is from what you answer from top 12. अनि त्यही फेरि top 6 मा चाहिँ all the 6 of us get one question, same question. अनि त्यहीबाट चाहिँ top 3 decide हुने हो कि.
How were you feeling towards like when you got like okay, यो पनि भयो, यो पनि भयो, यो पनि भयो?
At ease. Top 6 मा पर्दाखेरि चाहिँ nervousness आउन थाल्यो. I won't lie. Top 6 मा आएपछि चाहिँ oh my god, I'm so close भएर त्यो started sinking in कि because I could see the ground so close to me then.
Yeah.
सानैदेखि देखेको सपना भन्नु सजिलो छ तर त्यो सपनालाई आकार दिनु कस्तो गाह्रो हुन्छ नि त हैन. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of dreams, dedications,
Sacrifices पनि.
a lot of sacrifices. I think I'm so glad I come from a very comfortable background where my parents parents were so supportive of my journey in Miss Nepal. Miss World त अहिले भएर support गर्नुभयो भनौँ न. Miss Nepal जाँदाखेरि कतिजनाको धेरैजनाकोले pageant भनेर जानु पनि दिनुहुन्न नि त. But my parents were so supportive. I think half my battle was won because of my parents. I know.
Family was who's in your family? How did they support? Costo support.
So, my parents say, of course, dad, mom, hununcha. I have a sibling. I have a younger brother. Grandmom hununcha, dad ko grandmom. So we're a family of 5 at home right now. They're also supportive. So माले बिचारा गर्नु भने चाहिँ के भन्दा बिहान बिहानै पूजा गरिदिनु हुने, प्रार्थनामा जहिले राखिदिनु हुने. But my parents, my mom, dad, they were on the field with me.
Yeah, of course.
अब कसरी prepare गर्ने, अब सानो भाइ हो नि त, ऊ पनि boardingमा थियो. He's 17 now.
Okay.
So सानो हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ बिचारा my mom, dad, they're business people at the end of the day. They have no idea about how packaging works, you know. So they would update me with recent current affairs and मलाई question answers गरिदिनु हुने हैन. अनि they would give me the kind of motivation and support that cannot be brought by any other person in the world.
Yeah.
So the support that I got from them is invaluable, and I'm ever so grateful for it.
Also, like, those people have seen you like dreaming those dreams. Yeah, they have seen you closely, you know, like she wants it like so badly, you know, and then they are gonna
my mom, she dreamt the dream with me.
She's on her journey with you. As
She's here too.
You
on
shout
the
out to my
set. So does she go with you like everywhere? Or?
Oh, she's my unpaid manager.
अब पे गर्नु पर्यो.
Momager.
She's the nicest. You need someone who you can blindly trust in this journey.
Who better than your own mother?
Yeah, who better than your own family when you get on a journey like this, because you're meeting hundreds of people each day. With added people, there are added additional noises to the things that you think too.
Yes.
Well, I'd say Miss Nepal हुने बित्तिकै एउटा problem के भयो थियो भन्दाखेरि I got so delved into, I succumbed so deep into the noises that surrounded me. के सबैजनाले यसो गर न, यो गर्यो भने चाहिँ तिमीले media interactions राम्रो गर्छौ न त, तिम्रो interactions in your digital platform राम्रो हुन्छ भनेर. There's so many people with so many different suggestions. They probably mean good, but at times you just need someone to sit down and say relax.
Exactly.
To have that moral support and to have that ground level someone who supports your dreams and values and just your mental stability too is so important in this journey, because if you don't have that, you might get lost.
Honestly. And then like obviously like you said, your mom, like she knows you closely, so she like to be your raw authentic self, because like I feel like that's only when you can bring like what you actually have to offer, okay? So like when you keep someone who's close to you, so you can like actually be yourself, and then whatever you have to offer. You won Miss Nepal World for a reason. They saw whatever they saw in you, and then you're here today going to Miss World, you know? So like your mom basically like knows you closely, so like I feel like she's gonna bring out what you have inside. Right.
So sometimes you overlook the general aspects of your capabilities. And people around you see it.
Right.
You should never ignore the suggestions, the inputs that they bring to your journey. So whenever they suggest you something, it's out of them seeing something good in you. So don't forget to take their suggestions seriously too.
Right. Okay, so top 6 ma you said you were a little bit nervous, हैन? त्यसपछि top 3 भयो. Top 3 ma how are you feeling? अब 3 जना छ यता तीनजनाले एउटा title जित्छ भने त it's obvious, हैन? So like you just wanted the Miss World. I already know. I'm not even going to ask you which one you wanted भनेर, हैन?
You were there for Miss Nepal World, हैन?
अनि त्यसपछि अनि कस्तो भएको थियो त्यति बेला चाहिँ like म Miss World नै चाहिन्छ भएको थियो कि like हैन अब तीनटा जसो पनि एउटा पाइहाल्छ. I just want whichever भन्ने भएको थियो कि के.
No man.
Yeah.
मलाई चाहिँ Miss World नै चाहिएको थियो.
Yes.
So the pressure really added on कि त्यो last final stage मा जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ. So we were 6 of us who answered the last final question. So त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ 3 जना choose गरेर the top 3 winners would be picked out like that, हैन? त्यही भएर चाहिँ अब 6 जनालाई बोलायो. All the event was completed अनि 6 जना उभिँदाखेरि चाहिँ you never know who will take what crown home.
Right.
So the first Miss International, she went to her positioning, उहाँको crowning-हरु भयो. Miss Earth जानु भयो अनि त्यसपछि
And you knew?
No, and the 4 of us
6
were
people.
behind.
Out of 6 people, on the.
So it could be. So it's like it's either you're gonna be there or you're not gonna
Not
be, like at all.
So you either
Yeah.
walk in front with a crown on
Yeah.
your head, or you go home with.
That's just top 6.
I'm sorry, but literally nothing, man. I know. Subtitles are done, so but their dreams.
Yeah.
You won the Miss World title. I know that you can.
And so close.
You're like half
Close
and
yet
half.
so far.
Close yet so far, definitely. So you're like half and half. Like whatever could happen, you need to take that with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
if
yeah.
you make it in front, that's going to change your life.
I
You should
know.
never.
Oof,
You must
pressure.
never get on that. So the pressure really added up.
That time you were
So that
pressurized.
time, and it sucks that last minute ko त्यो main winner लाई announce गर्दाखेरि they take so much footage नि अब it's good for the company, it's
Yeah.
good for the production, but त्यो त्यहाँ उभिने मान्छेलाई त faint हुनु मात्रै बाँकी हुन्छ कि I swear on God, oh my God, it's so pressure, like can you just say it जस्तो हुन्छ हैन तर they're like Miss Nepal is once and it dies down and like guess भन्नुहुन्छ अनि यहाँ चाहिँ मान्छेको heart rate it's like beyond 100 नै होला if
Oh,
you
yeah.
if you try to sync it with your connector तर त्यहाँ बस्दा so ठ्याक्कै when the moment came and they announced contestant number 17 भने बित्तिकै आफ्नो contestant number
Yeah.
याद हुन्छ
Oh
नि त
my.
and I broke down. I
Okay,
just looked
okay,
at
okay,
my mom.
okay. Before you say it, we want to all see it. So we have a video here of your crowning moment.
Uh-huh,
Girl,
we're
we're
gonna
gonna see it in real time here.
Let's
All
do it.
right, let's go.
Alrighty.
Oh, you look so pretty.
Thank you. It's my
Oh
makeup
gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
artist. Oh my
You
God.
probably don't even know what's going on. Oh, nice. You were like, oh my god, what is going on?
Like now, like you said, you're like all that stage is yours.
The choreography almost went out the window because I was like, what am I supposed to do? Because you're just so in the
Yeah.
Like surreal and
moment.
so
Yeah, you
Sure.
forget you need to
even-
walk in front, but you after the split second of like about 3 seconds
Ooh.
that you're crowned,
Mhm.
that you let the actual news sink in, you need to remember that you're Miss Nepal now.
Yes.
You need to take on the responsibility.
Oh
on your
yes.
head.
Oh
There
my
comes
God.
the responsibility
Heavy
part.
is the crown.
The moment
yeah.
you have the crown on your head, and now like if you don't walk right, you
Right.
miss Nepal now. What are you doing?
Right.
You gotta walk it into
Heavy
it.
is the
Yeah.
crown, head that wears the crown. So
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I had to go back into the choreography after like about 3 seconds. Then I did what was
Snap out
needed
of
to
it.
be- yeah, what was needed to be done, and we got back. Then
Girl,
we
I
had a
wish
photo
you had brought your crown, man. I want to see.
Not
Oh,
something
not
that
on
you
the
casually travel with.
Wait, you didn't bring it here?
No.
No, hold up. Malai चाहिँ यो crowning moment, but I have a question.
Okay.
So, do you remember the incident Steve Arbyको?
I do.
Like
of course.
2015
Yeah,
Miss
what was
Miss
it?
Universe को हैन? So, like you said, हजुरको चाहिँ crowning moment भयो. Imagine,
Right.
imagine हैन? Like, let's just like go. How do you feel about that?
If you were on that stage and that happened to you, how would you react?
Like, how would you
Whose
react?
shoes am I wearing? Am I Pia or the other girl?
Pia.
Let's say Pia.
So I wouldn't mind, as long as I'm winning, as long as I get to go with my crown home, as long as I'm the one taking the crown home, I wouldn't mind. Of course, there's been a little bit of mistake on the part where you announce a wrong name. It's so sad. It's very unfortunate for it. Actually, the girl who had to give away the crown.
Yes. Oh my god.
Okay, let's-
What if I'm Pia? I would actually be really
How would you
happy.
react if you were the other
Yeah, I was
lady?
gonna ask you that.
Really, I'd really be upset.
No, I can't imagine, like, because the crowning moment हजुरको भन्छ नि 3 second भयो.
Yeah.
So she already had that moment.
Yes.
Like,
She
it's like a
did.
matter of seconds, and she had that crown on her head.
And you know what sucked? That people really went about saying that at least she wore the crown for 3
That-
seconds.
no.
No,
No,
man,
no,
you
no,
dream
no,
about
no.
it for years and years, and having that
Maybe your
sit
whole
on your
life.
head, sit on your head and taken away the same second is such a bitter feeling. And I think every action that followed. After she had a couple of dramatic issues too after the crowning incident, so everything that she did was correctly portrayed from her part as well.
Yeah.
Because if that would have happened to me, I would probably want to be avenged too, because
Yeah.
it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, absolutely.
It actually
Yeah.
is.
And not it was none of her fault. Like she would
Not of her
there just
fault.
as a contestant, you know, and she had the moment, and like your crown being taken away from you at the exact moment. Like just imagine.
Sink in पनि नहुन पाउँदै it's like oh I'm sorry I mean like what do you mean I'm sorry like what
It's all life.
I'm glad Steve Harvey didn't wait a day to break
Oh
the
yeah,
news,
yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah oh my gosh
But yeah, that's
I
that.
can't even imagine like के हुन्थ्यो होला के oh gosh
But I'm still not sure if it was for drama or just for the effect.
You
of
never
it.
know.
You
I mean, like
never
if it
know.
was for drama, I feel really bad for the girl.
Right.
Because like I don't think if I were that girl, I don't think I would say yes to that drama if it's for the drama, you know?
Yeah. It would
No,
be
never.
really
even
hard
like
on you.
Miss Universe as a franchise I would like do you actually think it would be for a drama because like it was a reputation because like even a year after that Pia actually came and she was like make sure you wear glasses because you don't want that happening again. So that was the funny thing because she was like she actually came onto the stage and gave him the glasses. I was like yeah you better do that because
Yeah.
that is not okay. I'm
That is
sorry
really
that is not okay.
You're actually playing with somebody else's
Oh,
emotions, and you
you're-
should never do that.
Emotion.
Okay. So okay. You became Miss Nepal World, you know. Your dreams came true that night. You were like Miss Nepal, Priyanka Rani Joshi. You became like तपाईको नामको अगाडि it was a title that you were holding for a year about which is coming to an end. Sadly, how do you feel about that?
I don't think my journey has ended yet because I haven't represented our country at the Miss World stage.
Right, that's
Miss
true.
Nepal World हुने बित्तिकै हाम्रो मेन उद्देश्य भनेको चाहिँ गएर आफ्नो कन्ट्रीलाई यो विश्व स्टेज सामु प्रस्तुत गर्ने हो हैन त्यो नभइसक्दाखेरि चाहिँ मेरो एन्टायर एउटा पर्पस कम्प्लिट भइसकेको छैन जस्तो चाहिँ लाग्छ हैन सो आई एम वेटिङ फर द्याट टु ह्यापन एन्ड आई स्टिल डोन्ट फिल लाइक आई एम गिभिङ अवे my actual title
Yes.
away because I haven't done what's needed to be done by a Miss Nepal title holder, Miss Nepal World title holder. So I don't feel as bad yet because I have something else to look forward to.
Okay.
Oh, something bigger.
Something bigger,
Bigger,
actually, you know. So post-pageantship भन्दाखेरि a trauma is real, let me just tell you. So के हुन्छ भने you focus on a lot of things that needs to be done with the dreams and aspirations that have been dreamt since forever, since you've been since a very tender age. अनि मन लगाएर काम गरिन्छ हैन हामीले अब वर्क ट्रेनिङ्स हुन्छ एटिकेट ट्रेनिङ्सहरू हुन्छ टकिङ ट्रेनिङ्स प्र्याक्टिसेसहरू हुन्छ हेड टु हेड च्यालेन्जको प्र्याक्टिस हुन्छ अनि once you bounce off of that energy and that scene you don't know who you are and you sometimes don't know where you're headed towards.
Yeah.
So त्यस्तो चाहिँ मलाई भइसकेको पनि छैन and I think I can protect myself from that because I probably have strategized now what I might do after my post-pageantry move too. So त्यो हुनु जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ I'm not very bitter about handing over my crown because I know मैले crown दिएपछि चाहिँ I'll have a lot of arenas open to me where I can work better for Miss World. Miss Nepalको लागि र Miss Worldको लागि सँगसँगै काम गर्नु पर्थ्यो भने अहिले I can just focus on Miss World now.
Right.
You know, so I'm not bitter at all. So whoever represents us as Miss Nepal now this year, I'm very excited to see her, meet her, and really support her.
Yes. I only say that because like you said, the training already started for the next year, and then here you're like preparing for Miss World. Now let's dive into that. Miss World, bigger platform. The whole world is watching you.
Right.
How many countries did you say?
122, man.
122
When is it? Do you
countries.
know the exact date?
We're looking at November and December.
Okay.
That's
so,
the actual timeline for Miss World too. I'm like, खासमा मेमा हुन्छ भनेर एकचोटि notice आएको थियो. But what happened is due to COVID, it got shifted the year prior to mine. So Namrata di जानु भएको बेला चाहिँ COVID भएर it had to be pushed for months and months on end. त्यही भएर चाहिँ timeline अलिकति डामाडोल भएको थियो. So they wanted to go back to their actual timeline of November and December. त्यही भएर मेबाट चाहिँ they've moved on to the actual timeline that they
Alright, so you have about like 6 months
roughly, yeah.
So हामी चाहिँ Miss World को लागि चाहिँ कस्तो प्रिपरेसनहरू गर्दैछौँ त?
Oh my God, Miss World भनेर भनिन्छ हैन. There's so many aspects that you need to work on.
So many countries.
So many countries, of course, but when you look at countries, you get intimidated.
Oh,
you know?
That's only
Everybody's
right.
better than you when you look at it in a competitive manner.
also best of the best out of those countries.
Right.
Exactly. Okay,
Imagine.
I mean, Nepal like you meet a lot of girls from different districts and yeah, we're talking about a whole nation.
Global
Right.
platform.
Like you said, best of the best. The competition.
The competition. So, मैले चाहिँ के जाने भन्दा Miss Nepalको preparationदेखि, it's not how you present at the end, the preparation counts the most.
Yes.
You need to
agreed.
be on your toes. You need to give all that you've got in your throughout your life to the journey that you have. Not just for Miss World, but जे काम गर्दाखेरि पनि, you need to give it your all, man. You've got one shot at making things happen for you. धेरै कुरामा चाहिँ you get a second chance too. What Miss World might doesn't happen again and again. So I'm trying to give it my all too. अब हाम्रो 5वटा subtitles को कुरा त अघि गरिहाल्यो, in which Miss World को स्टेजमा चाहिँ fast track events मा यो 5वटा subtitles आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ it's easier for you to get into top 10, top 12, top 5 त त्यही स्टेजमै गएर हुन्छ, तर top 10, top 20 हरूमा चाहिँ यो subtitle events हरूले help गर्छ to push you forward and bring the kind of attention and notice to your presentation and representation, हैन. तर हामीले एकदमै फोकस गर्ने भनेको चाहिँ beauty with a purpose. So
Right.
we just don't take it as a deal or a project that you take to Miss World. You take it as something that really helps you flourish in your personal life too.
Yes.
Throughout your life, Fairy.
Yeah. You take it as an experience. Okay? You don't do it because you're forced to. You do it because the community needs it and you benefit out of it, not in any other aspect, but in an emotional encouragement and enhancement.
Right.
Nobody else teaches you the way that these communities do. Okay? त्यही भएर चाहिँ beauty with purpose मा focus गर्दै आउँदाखेरि, so beauty with purpose चाहिँ हाम्रो top 12, top 10 मा direct entry छ, हैन. त्यहाँ हेर्दै जाँदा we have another opportunity now knocking at our doors to take a community forward with us as we anticipate Miss World. Miss Nepal World हुने बित्तिकै चाहिँ अब प्रेसर हुन थाल्यो कि के प्रोजेक्ट लाने भन्दाखेरि, अब like I said before, I didn't want to be bogged down by the pressure. I wanted to be motivated by the pressure.
Right.
So what would really motivate me is what project I would pick.
Right.
If it's close to my heart, if it's close to my home, I would thrive in taking that project with me because हाम्रो टाइमलाइन छोटो हुन्छ नि त. एक वर्षको अवधिमा एउटा प्रोजेक्ट कम्प्लिट गरेर लानु पर्दाखेरि एकदमै गाह्रो हुन सक्छ कि, तर त्यो गाह्रो जर्नीलाई रमाइलो, त्यो गाह्रो यात्रालाई रमाइलो कसरी गर्ने भनेर सोच्दाखेरि चाहिँ it needs to connect with who you are as a person.
Exactly.
त्यही भएर चाहिँ मैले खासमा मिस नेपाल जाँदाखेरि एउटा स्ट्रिट चिल्ड्रेनको प्रोजेक्ट लिएर गएको थिएँ भन्दाखेरि अब एकदमै ठुलो म्यासिभ स्केलको प्रोजेक्ट भयो नि त, बिकज देयर स्ट्रिट चिल्ड्रेन्स एभ्रिवेयर. फर्स्ट यु हेभ टु कलेक्ट देम. अनि I can work on this project, but since I have a little smaller timeline to work on, अब के गर्न सक्छु त भनेर त्यो प्रोजेक्टलाई चाहिँ रिभाइज गर्न थालेँ कि. त्यो सोच्दै जाँदाखेरि अब गाउँहरू डुल्दै गएँ, होइन. अनि मैले चाहिँ अब मेरो मम ड्याड, मैले पनि सानैदेखि देखिरहेको चाहिँ एकदमै बिजनेस गरिरहेको, एन्टरप्रेन्योरसिप प्रमोट गर्छु एउटा ठाउँमा, आय आर्जनको कामहरू गराउने भनेर सोच्दै हिँड्दाखेरि एउटा चितवनको आउटस्कर्ट्सको गाउँहरू घुम्नु पाएँ कि, बिकज none of us have ever worked around that area yet. None of us Miss Nepals. अनि चितवनको गाउँहरू हेर्दै हिँड्दाखेरि चाहिँ major aspects, major asks of the people of these villages weren't like money. These were secondary factors that ease you in life. उहाँहरूको आस्क चाहिँ डिमान्ड्सहरू चाहिँ एकदमै basic things like clean drinking water, taps, health, sanitizations, education, अनि बत्ती थियो कि. अब हेर्दै जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ अब मैले के गर्न सक्छु भन्दाखेरि अब पानीको स्रोतको एकदमै धनी देश भएर पानीहरू आउनु चाहिँ आउँथ्यो. एउटा ट्याप लगायो भने अलिक सिस्टमेटिक वेमा आउँछ भनेर चाहिँ मैले सोच बनाएँ. तर हामीले दिनु सक्ने with the credibility that I had that year with Miss Nepal's title is I can connect them directly to our ministry levels. त्यही भएर चाहिँ बत्ती लान्छु भनेर सोचेँ. फर्स्टमै म इलेक्ट्रिसिटी लान्छु भनेर सोचेको थिएन. अब एकदमै जेनरल लेभलमा since we have only 58 households, मैले चाहिँ solar lightsहरू राख्छु भनेर सोच्दाखेरि चाहिँ it wasn't very sustainable. First of all, गाउँहरूमा उहाँहरूले they're not very tech savvy, tech friendly हुँदैन. त्यही भएर सोलर प्यानल्सहरू बिग्रिहाल्यो भने अब कसरी बनाउने त, होइन. अर्को चाहिँ these have limited time shelves नि त, life shelves too. So 2-3 वर्षमै बिग्रिँदै गयो भने it does not make sense. So मलाई बत्ती नै लानु पर्यो कि अब I'm not a minister. पोलहरू टाङ्नु म त सक्दैन. So directly त्यहाँ ministry लेभलमा कल जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो कुलमान घिसिङ जी, he was very assistive. एउटा फोन कल गर्दाखेरि he was like हजुरले यस्तो राम्रो काम गर्नुपर्छ, हाम्रो अभियान पनि नेपालभरिलाई 100% इलेक्ट्रिफाई गर्ने छ, since you're helping us, we will help you too. हजुरले
Wow.
कुन सेक्टर चुज गर्नुभएछ र कुन ठाउँ चुज गर्नुभएछ, सेन्ड मी द म्यापिङ अफ इट. सिट विथ समबडी, अफ कोर्स मैले म्यापिङ त गर्ने होइन, सिट विथ समबडी एट द मिनिस्ट्री लेभल, उहाँको एसोसिएट्सहरूसँग बसेर सिट विथ देम, म्याप इट आउट, bring the map to me.
Okay.
Wow. Shout out to Kulman Kissing.
Shout out to him forever. First of all, हाम्रो नेपाललाई 17-18 घण्टाको लोड सेयरिङदेखि
Oh my
तानेर
God.
निकाल्ने अनि एउटा उज्यालो वातावरणमा पुर्याउने, that's a huge deal. Shout out to him for that. Secondly, सानो गाउँ, pocket villages भनिन्छ अनि यो ठाउँ they're so easily ignored रहेछ कि सानो छ, bypass roadsहरू मात्रै हुन्छ, कोही they don't even like when you're traveling they don't even stay behind because there's nothing ni त, they're so easily ignored.
Exactly.
So यस्तै ठाउँहरूमा बत्ती पुऱ्याइदिनु भएकोमा, आइडेन्टिफाई गरिदिनु भएकोमा, that's another thing that we need to be very thankful to him about.
Exactly.
That's
Of
commendable.
course.
Because Nepal भनेको काठमाडौँ मात्रै, पोखरा मात्रै
Yeah,
होइन नि त.
exactly.
Nepal is actually a place where all the tucked villages make our cultures. They really represent us as people and our
Right.
values too. So when he's assisting to people like that, I think we need to be very motivated in our actions too by people who very represent our cultures and our
Right.
people well. So त्यो हुनु जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ बत्ती पुऱ्याउनु भ्याएँ. अब यो ठाउँमा चाहिँ 10 वर्षदेखि पल गरिरहनु भएको लोकल लेभल अफ मिनिस्टर्स, यहीँकै लोकल्सहरूले 10 वर्षदेखि गरिरहनु भएको थियो भने, with the title and credibility that I held as Miss Nepal, we were able to bring electricity to this village in about 6 months.
Wow, that
6
is very nice.
6 months.
Great
within
job.
Be proud of
we
yourself.
had that done. Thank you. So त्यो भएपछि चाहिँ अब now I can come back to my aspect of the project. के हुनु जान्छ भने entrepreneurship promote गर्नै पर्यो, किनकि मिटर चलेपछि तपाईँको बत्तीको पैसा उठ्छ.
उठिहाल्छ, yeah, exactly.
त्यो उठ्दाखेरि चाहिँ I can't just ignore them. Neither can I just keep going back to the village paying their electrical bills. That does not make the project ecologically sustainable.
Right.
I want them to take ownership of the project and
Exactly.
make the project their own.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You just started and you're that like one like हुन्छ नि ray of light. क्या?
I'm that one candle that
Exactly.
lights every other
Yeah.
Right.
candle
Yeah.
in the room
Like
too.
And they have to take in charge of it for the longest
Yes.
term, होइन?
So त्यो हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ I tried to figure what they were already doing because मैले नयाँ actions, नयाँ trainings-हरू, नयाँ business trainings-हरू दिन थाल्यो भने I'll take them forever to catch up on.
Right,
होइन?
right.
त्यही भएर उहाँहरू चाहिँ चितवनको माडी, just general cities-हरूसँग proximity-मा close भएर चाहिँ उहाँहरूलाई होमस्टे चलाउनु पर्छ भन्ने आइडिया रहेछ. तालिम
Wow.
ट्रेनिङ्स नभएर चाहिँ कसरी चलाउने भनेर थाहा छैन रहेछ.
Oh, okay.
त्यही भएर we're generally focusing on hospitality sector. त्यो
Okay.
सँगसँगै उहाँले पहिल्यैदेखि गरिआउनु भएको चाहिँ एकदमै लिमिटेड स्केलमा हनी बी फार्मिङ रहेछ.
Oh,
We're
चितवनमा.
हजुर,
Nice.
चितवनमा भन्ने मात्रै चितवन हो है, फेरि डाँडा काँडाको माथि भएर होला. The environment is like दार्जिलिङ कि चिसो
Oh, okay.
बतास लगाइरहने. The environment is so good, the weather is so lovely all the time, होइन? So हनी बी फार्मिङ गरिरहनुहुन्छ. So हामीले चाहिँ त्यो magnitude level up गरेर we're trying to focus on bringing all the products that they make, all the harvest that they generate to our local markets. So
Wow.
they get their revenues monthly. उहाँले products पठाउनुहुन्छ अनि they get their revenues.
Okay.
त्यसरी गरेर होइन. So we're focusing on women like that, entrepreneurshipमा चाहिँ. But what we can also focus on is मैले त्यहाँको womenको mortality ratesहरू पनि हेर्दै गएँ.
Okay.
Just a general idea, just to get a general idea of what place that I'm working with. अनि उहाँहरूको चाहिँ धेरै मर्ने भनेको चाहिँ दाउरामा खाना पकाउँदाखेरि गुम्सेर.
Oh,
होइन?
okay.
त्यही भएर अब
Okay.
बत्ती लगेपछि induction method of cooking पनि introduce गर्न सक्छ भने we're also distributing induction cookers with the containers and vessels that are required on it. है. अब beauty with purpose को लागि project लाँदाखेरि चाहिँ दुईटा कुरामा एकदमै फोकस गर्नुपर्छ. Women and children, it's the heart of the
Right.
project, होइन? So if we're focusing and impacting women like that, children को लागि चाहिँ what we can do is sincerely education.
Yeah.
The most.
Yeah,
Way
yeah.
to go.
Yeah, the way to go with children is focusing and really directing their educational system. उहाँहरूको चाहिँ के हुँदो रहेछ भने अब सिटिज सहरबाट पोस्टिङ भएर टिचर्सहरू पठाइदियो, भवनहरू छ, स्कुल्सहरू छ होइन, तर देयर एम्प्टी के अन द
Yeah,
इनसाइड.
nobody's
बच्चाहरू आउँछ होइन, तर टिचर्सै छैन बिकज पोस्टिङ्स हुन्छ, खाने बस्ने लाउनेको केही पनि सुविधा छैन. सो बिचारा बाई डिफल्ट दे
Right.
हेभ टु गो ब्याक नि त.
Yeah,
इट्स
yeah.
रियली डिफिकल्ट. सो हामीले चाहिँ राम्रो community hall साथै teachers quarter बनाएर चाहिँ we're trying to push education to.
Wow.
So we're bringing 360 level of attention to all the scopes and aspects that can elevate their living standards. We're focusing on that with this year's Beauty with a Purpose.
Nice.
Great.
So मलाई चाहिँ like मलाई चाहिँ के छ भने नेपाल यसै पनि our country is very small हैन अब हाम्रो this is 26th Miss Nepal भइरहेछ हैन so like there are 26 Miss Nepals who already came before you that have done के चाहिने हो नेपालमा already.
It's actually 28th Miss Nepal हो म चाहिँ
Okay.
तर म भन्दा the first two of them 1994 मा सुरु हुँदाखेरि I think until 96 or 97 चाहिँ Miss Asia Pacific मा जानुहुन्थ्यो the winner.
So
Okay.
they wouldn't go to Miss
Yeah,
World.
they didn't go to Miss World. So म चाहिँ
right.
Miss Nepal World को 26th winner.
Okay.
Miss-
Okay. Okay.
Miss Nepal is 28.
Yeah, yes,
Miss Nepal.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So like मैले what I was trying to do is like connect to your Beauty with a Purpose like they have already done so many projects and our Shrinkhalako like the Chepang wala Anushka say I loved her introduction video to the carpet making, the candle making and everything. I was following it and like they were like you said heart of the project are like women and children. They were focusing that. And this is Chitwan भन्ने बित्तिकै what I was thinking, I'm going to be honest with you, अब हाम्रो major cities मा पोखरा काठमाडौँ हेटौँडा चितवन आउँछ हैन, but then like you're saying like that डाँडातिर you're focusing more on that, so it's like different away from the city नै भन्नु पर्यो, right?
Extremely different. And when you meet those people, it's not like they seek for empathy or sympathy from you. They're so happy in whatever
Right.
they're doing. तिम्रो जरुरतै छैन कि
Aw.
त्यो कुरामा,
Right.
but you're just introducing new ways of living life in ease. Maybe vouching for changes like that is so important in places like Nepal because one thing that our country really there's so many good things that are lags behind is भनेर कुरा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ there's a huge distinction between the rich and the poor.
Yeah.
There's not a single margin that works best for the people in between. The gap is so high that you either cater only to the upper hierarchy or you're leveling down to the lower ones.
Okay.
Were to bring those distincts a little closer to each other. I think education and introducing these sectors of entrepreneurship is so important because let's bring in more entrepreneurs, more like-minded people who are wanting to focus on bringing about changes by introducing new sectors of economy because there's just so limited scope there. So
Right.
every new idea is a fresh idea. Okay?
Right.
So I think we need to introduce these sectors to the economy of Nepal too.
Yes. So like तपाईको चाहिँ Beauty with a Purpose project लाई चाहिँ tied down गर्दाखेरि we talked about street children, your initial idea. We're talking about electricity.
Yeah, we completely differ from the street
Okay,
children.
okay,
but
then,
we can
yeah.
always go back to them because since we're focusing on education now,
Okay.
we can also focus on education with street children back home in the cities. Okay?
Because like I really hope somebody does something with the street
yeah,
children
I
help
do.
गर्नलाई because when you were talking about it I thought that was such a fresh idea. Okay.
Girl, let me tell you, they're very happy कि street childrenसँग काम गर्ने भनेर हाम्रो general idea हुन्छ. I did my research, but they're so happy living off the streets that they don't want your help at times. त्यही भएर पनि मैले गाह्रो हुन्छ उहाँहरूलाई collect गरेर ल्याउनु.
Why do you think that is?
Because it's become their lifestyle. उहाँहरूलाई चाहिँ त्यो liberty जुन पाउनुहुन्छ नि, they take it as freedom कि उहाँहरूको कामै त्यस्तो हो भनेर चाहिँ they're so happy. But people are very adaptive. Okay? When you're
Right.
humans, you're very adaptive to the environment around you. And when you're used to doing a certain kind of task and job for yourself, you think that is what you're made to do. So to bring about changes like education, dignity of labor, to really seep into their thinkings and thoughts takes time. So हामीले actionमा काम गर्नु time लाग्छ भनेको हैन with street children, but to bring them together and generally instigate these ideas and inject these ideas into them is what takes a lot of time.
Okay, do you think like I feel like people have, like you said, they're so like comfortable, basically comfort zone मा पुगिसक्यो हैन?
Comfortable हैन, they're very resilient and they're very
Okay with
happy
what
they're very happy with whatever
मेरो
it is.
life
They
is
just
हो,
Starting,
so-
but I feel like starting with street children मा पनि हैन, like education चाहिने त like if we were able to uplift them हैन त्यो zone बाट बाहिर ल्याएर I think the education would be
So one
needed
thing
to
is,
wear
do?
street children ko लागि चाहिँ education is not the priority. First is awareness. We need to let them know that you can do better. these are the aspects of life that you can touch upon. And awareness आए तो education को महत्व
Right,
बुझ्नु हुन्छ.
exactly.
They don't have it. They don't want the education because what are they going to do with it? उहाँहरूले त मागेर खाइरहनु पर्छ नि त. अनि पढेर म के माग्ने भने
Exactly.
जस्तो हुन्छ नि त.
Yeah.
त्यही भएर उहाँहरूलाई चाहिँ first level of injection of
Awareness.
another way of life is awareness. के त्यही भएर awareness campaigns are so important and
Right.
we don't really take that seriously. Awareness भन्दाखेरि अब not just for street children हामीले यो खोपहरू लाउँछौँ नि बच्चाहरूलाई, that is also so important, but some parents generally don't take that seriously neither. So awareness is the main thing that needs to be focused and injected in all levels of hierarchy in the
absolutely.
society. Okay?
The whole
This
different
education now. So
Yeah.
education, when you're talking with street children, is a far-fetched thing to touch upon. Okay? They were when just gathering them in a group of 10 is a big task.
Wow.
It's a big task. They were say I could not work in this project right away. I will get back on it because it's so important. Mainly street children, I'll let you on it. Street children को बारेमा किन focus गरेको भन्दाखेरि I drive. हामी काम गर्न जान्छौँ हैन. mom dad सँगै काम गर्छौँ म र भाइ पनि. So we make our pocket monies out of that. So हामी चाहिँ आफ्नै गाडीमा जान्छ हैन. So every time we're traveling to our workspace, there's like a group of सानो केटाहरू, they come up to you, गाडीमा knock गरेर त्यति पैसा दिन खाना दिन भन्नुहुन्छ कि. So that was so heartbreaking to me and I see that every single day नि त. So out of my life experience and personal experience, I really wanted to work with them. Tara, how is the question?
Exactly.
And how you take about the project, because project conceive गरेर मात्रै हैन, you need to execute it.
Right.
And also it's a long time long journey and you have limited time too.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
त्यही भएर चाहिँ timeline, since it was a big issue for me, Miss World Miss World my project लादाखेरि चाहिँ you just don't take a concept, you take your result. You go with a result. हैन. अब मैले यसो गर्छु, मैले उहाँहरूलाई इकोनोमी सस्टेन गराइदिन्छु भनेर मात्रै भएन. उहाँहरूले इकोनोमिकली पैसा कमाइरहेको पनि देखाउनु पर्छ.
So you have to have a completed
project.
Completed
so results यो गर्यो अनि that's how I impacted life भनेर चाहिँ
That's how their lives changed because of this project.
Yes.
So
I see what you
to tie down the beauty of the purpose, like हामीले अब video आउँछ हैन. So Miss World मा पनि देखाइन्छ. So what are we going to be able to see? त्यो कति धेरै कुरा रहेछ के यसमा आउँछ नि. So main focus चाहिँ यो हेर्ने बित्तिकै अब how long is the beauty with the purpose video shown गर्ने त्यहाँ चाहिँ?
They ask about 10 to 15 minutes of the video. Introduction को लागि चाहिँ खासमा I'll let you in on this. They ask for 1 minute.
Okay.
So generally सबै देशहरूले चाहिँ यसो एउटा backgroundमा they introduce themselves. Hi, I'm Priyanka. I'm an aspiring gemologist. This is my educational background भनेर सकाइदिनुहुन्छ. तर with a country like Nepal, there's so much to show. I know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's so much to talk about. There's so much to tell. There's so many stories to talk about. So when we make our introduction video, Miss World ko लागि चाहिँ 1 minute कै पठाइदिने हो. तर we just don't do it with a mere background. We take it seriously. So whatever clips that we've got, we make a cute compact video of a minute and we send that to Miss World. त्यो release गर्ने हो. तर for our general audience, for our Nepalese, we make a full-fledged 5-minute video and that is what you watch as introduction. Beauty with purpose, Matsi, like you asked, what am I going to touch upon? There's so many aspects of it, Neither. What really ties down our project is our socio-economical liberty, financial liberty that we're giving with the project and enhancing lives of women. So we're focusing on women with the project.
Okay.
त्यसमा चाहिँ यो अरू कुराहरू चाहिँ they become like the outskirts of the project, the other linings. Our main focus say how do we plan on encouraging and empowering women.
They do electricity law, induction heating there, and then they are getting
saving lives.
Yeah, health better बनाउने कुरालाई चाहिँ main focus.
Yeah, health, hygiene,
better life.
Yep,
women.
Because when we see that video, I know like like Nepal, I'm gonna be watching that Miss World from
over
start
and
to
over
finish.
again.
When she's on the stage, I'm gonna be cheering. I'm gonna be like, "That's our girl. She was here."
You need to support me from today.
Of course,
so I'm
yes.
Miss World मा जाँदाखेरि like I said 5वटा subtitle events हुन्छ. एउटा अर्को चाहिँ एकदमै important, एकदमै नेपालले cash on गर्न सक्ने चाहिँ multimedia award हुन्छ. Multimediaबाट direct top 20 मा पुग्छौँ हामी हैन. Top 20 मा पुग्नु चाहिँ एउटा Mobstar भन्ने एप छ. MOBSTAR. So Mobstar भनेको चाहिँ हाम्रो Facebook, Instagramहरु चलाउँछ नि. त्यस्तै एउटा different app हो. त्यो डाउनलोड मात्रै गर्नुपर्छ. त्यो डाउनलोड भएपछि चाहिँ you need to open the app, you need to create an account. It's very simple procedure. Account भएपछि चाहिँ you need to get on my page, Priyanka Rani Joshi को नाम हेर्नु भएपछि चाहिँ there's a red tick, there's a page with a red tick. त्यहाँ follow गर्नु भएपछि चाहिँ first time download गर्दाखेरि अलिकति कष्ट गरेर तलसम्म like गरिदिनुस् photo. You just have to like it. It's
Oh wow.
like it does not take
as
money.
easy as that.
Yeah, it does not require a lot of effort to. अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ दिनदिनै खोलेर मैले जतिवटा पोस्ट गर्छु त्यो दिन त्यो लाइक मात्रै गर्नुभयो भने we can make Nepal
Yes.
reach top 20.
And that's for the multimedia, right?
that's for the multimedia.
Okay, so top like 122 countries, but is it according to just that you get into top 20?
Yeah, multimedia
Yes.
according to just that you get to
Wow.
top 20.
So to our viewers watching,
Yes.
the first way, or like the very important way, first ma चाहिँ 20 सम्म पुग्नु पर्यो हैन. The first step is to download the app Mobstar, Mobstar.
It's in national and international.
Yeah,
All over the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
All over
wow.
the world. Yeah. Very easy access. Mobstar app. Go ahead and do it for our multimedia. जुन चाहिँ हाम्रो श्रृङ्खला र अनुष्काकोमा चाहिँ back to back they won Beauty with the Purpose and multimedia, right?
Yeah, you're
Both of them did that. So like next she's coming up. You better download that app and we have to do this, guys.
Yeah, you guys have
We're
been
starting from
supporting.
today. I know. So we have to do that. अर्को भनेको त्यो पनि भयो. And then how is the process going? Your support, what kind of support you're getting from Hidden Treasure, your friends, family, community? And obviously, like you have so many things to do, like your dress trials, your everything. Wait, where is it happening, by the way?
UAE.
UAE.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
They're still
nice.
deciding on the city.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
it's UAE this time. अब support को कुरा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ what I have realized is people support you according to your needs. So
Yes.
you need to know what you're asking for. अब Hidden Treasure पनि they have 3 titles under their holdings.
Right.
So उहाँहरूले पनि सबैलाई एकै नासको गर्नु खोज्नुहुन्छ नि त. So you need to think what could work to your benefit
Right.
and what could work for your pageant, and ask for the needs and ask for the kind of support that you'd want for them
Right.
from them. कि अब म यहाँ अमेरिका आउँछु भनेर it has to be my idea नि त
Yeah,
किनकि उहाँहरूले सबैलाई त पठाइरहनु सक्नुहुन्न नि त. So once you conceive that idea, if you have them on board, you just need to ask them for it. They'll do all the needful to make things happen for your idea to become a reality. Okay? So support let's say you need to know what you're asking for,
Yeah.
then you get the kind of result and you get the kind of approach
Yeah.
that needs to be done with the kind of support that you want. And अब कुरा ड्रेसहरूको कुरा आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ thankfully अहिले नेपालमा यति धेरै खतरा डिजाइनर्स
Right.
है.
Oh my god.
Yep.
They can actually compete on the world
Yes.
stage one by one. के
Yes.
एकजना यस्तो खतरा हुनुहुन्छ. So we have, let's not reveal anybody yet, but I think people would know who our finale gown is from. It's
Very excited.
It's
already finalized.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. It has to be. It has to be.
It has to be. But we just have 6 months. Gownहरू
Yes.
बनाउनु त time लाग्छ. Plus it's all hand embroidered. के
Mhm.
त्यही भएर they're already working on it. You know, we have 10 to 12 in-house designers on board. We have a stylist too now. Shambuji हुनुहुन्छ हामीसँग काम गरिरहनु भएको. He's not just good with body types and styling, but he knows what works for who.
Right.
Good,
So
good.
that was
That's
very
really
important
important.
for me. And मेरो लागि चाहिँ यसपालि के भयो भने Miss World जाँदाखेरि something that hasn't been done before is like our participants never have been dipped in a bucket of glamour and completely poured out of it neither. So
Wow.
glamour was my first main instinct. It needs to be over the top.
Yes.
Dinner ma gaye pani, breakfast ma gaye pani, I need to turn heads भनेर
Yes.
भने कि हाम्रो stylist Samujile, and he was on board with it. So
I
we've
think that, yeah.
he's because it's a beauty pageant at the end of the day. It's one of the most important aspects: how you look, how you talk, how you appear, how you make people feel. These are the general aspects and nitty-gritties of a pageant neither. You shouldn't forget that. के त्यही भएर पनि the dresses, the gowns that I wear was so important that I focused on those two. So we've got that covered as well.
Nice. So like recent years when Manita was going, Shrinkhala pani, even like हाम्रो के भन्छ
Anushka?
no after that
Namrata.
Namrata. No, I loved her outfit as well. So like I feel like we have been elevating त्यो उसमा चाहिँ एकदमै like I really have loved their works. So I'm hoping yours is like better or like
Let's
even
hope that.
yes.
We're
So-
planning a lot. हाम्रो चाहिँ के भयो भने अब introduction video को कति कुरा गर्छौ नि त. You also watch the BTS. If you haven't, please watch the BTS.
Yes,
It's
BTS on
Really
YouTube.
good.
And then wait, I want to know who are you working with?
Up in Po.
Oh, nice.
The one, the only, the man, the myth,
Yes.
the legend, the
Go
Abhin
check
Bal.
it out.
Alright,
Introduction
Abhin
video
Bal.
चाहिँ कहिले आउँछ?
Introduction video चाहिँ म सँगसँगै निस्किन्छ म when I leave the country for Miss World
Oh, okay.
I post my introduction and I leave हाम्रो पनि general एउटा contract हुन्छ नि त we can't release it before that also छोडिदिन्छ नि त किन release
Right,
गर्ने
yeah, yeah.
त्यही भएर त्यो concept नचोरोस् भनेर चाहिँ we're working on things like that अनि introduction मा चाहिँ यसपालि what has not been done before because practically अरू वर्षको हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ it's a storytelling but it's generally the same kind of storytelling नि त so हामीले चाहिँ we're trying to focus on what Nepal brings to the world this year not just me as a participant but me as a country we talk about Mount Everest and we talk about how we shared the land where Buddha was born I know that we forget that we forget to glorify the idea of these aspects of our country कि अब
Right.
Mount Everest मा किन मान्छे चढ्नु खोज्छ त
Right.
to make your problem seem so small when you're standing on top of the base of the Everest you feel every problem that you've got they're so small in front of the giant that stands before
Nice.
you
I
why
love
do
that.
people go to Nepal to feel that freshness why do people talk about Buddha because of the ideologies that he carries त्यही भएर peace is our main focus for
Nice.
introduction video that
I
we're
love
doing.
that.
I
I'm
think Abhin is
so
going to kill me
excited.
because I am not supposed to be talking about it in general details. That is going to be our main focus. I'm sorry, main focus with whatever we're working on with our introduction this year. Peace. It makes sense coming from a representative of Nepal, coming from a
absolutely.
country that not only conceptualizes these concepts but also carries it to the world. So
Yes.
peace is our main aspect. So introduction video this time is not just going to be my personal story but it is going to be a story of Nepal to the
Wow,
world.
I love that.
She's
I love
basically
that.
like everybody's talking about it, but she's like explaining it and then putting it on the table and serving it to you. This is
Exactly.
what
So
it
के
is.
हुन्छ
And I like
भन्दाखेरि every Nepalese watch the introduction
Oh,
video but we need to make sure every person in the world watches it because we're going to Miss
Exactly,
World.
exactly.
New York मा बसेको साउथ अफ्रिकामा बसेको मान्छेहरूलाई पनि अहिले के चाहिरहेको छ peace they've had so much to look at but they want to feel something
Love
so
that.
me as a candidate for Miss World what I can do even if I win or not what I can advocate for myself and the people around me is mental peace के
Yes.
not
Oh,
just mental
yeah.
peace फेरि peace को बारेमा कुरा आउँदाखेरि
It's a whole different topic.
whole different
Yeah.
topic. It could
dive
take,
into that
that
for
could be
hours.
another podcast.
Yeah.
and I think
After you win.
दाइहरूलाई निकाल्दै हुन्छ तर yeah it's just we're
Yeah.
cashing out on peace के अहिले एकदमै चाहिने भनेको not in monetary factor but an emotional connect that we need with the world is peace and I think we need to
Right.
talk more about it.
Kenny, it looks like she's very ready to go for
Me
Miss
too.
World ko stage ma, so
Hey,
like
Vana,
we
I
just
have
have
a
to
question.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
go ahead.
So, यति धेरै कुराहरू हामीले गऱ्यौँ and I really like the idea होइन अनि the fact सबैलाई थाहा छ नेपालमा
He
Mount
sounds
Everest
Abhin not to kill me.
please don't अनि so सबैलाई थाहा छ Mount Everest नेपालमा छ
हजुर.
Buddha was born in Nepal भनेर
Yes.
the fact that you're telling people oh यहाँ भएर चाहिँ यस्तो फिल हुन्छ or like this is what I'm trying to portray मात्र छैन कि यो भएर चाहिँ यस्तो फिल हुन्छ भनेर I really love that idea होइन अनि the question let's go to the question so your project is really good and we're all already so proud of you.
So we have a charity dinner this Sunday at Mount Everest.
Okay,
What is that about?
so I was
So
going
it's
to ask
about
you
the-
about that actually.
Yeah, so it's sorry,
No,
please go
you're
ahead
good.
with the
So
question then.
how can we as an individual or like community हुन्छ नि कसरी चाहिँ हजुरलाई other than like voting and stuff how can we help you throughout your journey?
So what happens is this project that we take to Miss World is completely out of our pockets, I know. So when you help us in small little ways that you can, monetary bonum, financial monetary, financial bonum, emotional bonum, just knowing about the project. If I come and talk to you, you knowing about what I'm working with, creates a certain atmosphere that encourages me and motivates me to do better with the community.
Right.
With just like having an inclined interest towards what I'm doing. These three aspects is what really help us out with doing the project. Okay, अब म जस्तो, I'm 24. It's my first time working on a social work level, होइन. त्यही भएर चाहिँ अब के हुन्छ भने as long as you can self sustain, then you can help. Okay?
Yes.
आफ्नो पकेटमा 10 रुपियाँ पनि छैन दिनु भन्यो भने I can't vouch to help you out, help
Right,
a community out, all in all. नि त त्यही भएर you can help me out in those aspects as well. त्यो साथसाथै त अब इमोसनल अनि एन्करेजमेन्टहरू छँदैछ.
Of course.
Yes.
You heard her.
हामी नेपालीहरू चाहिँ we get so proud, like कोही मान्छे नेपालबाट क्रिकेट होस्, soccer होस्, Miss Nepal होस्, anything, when we get out of the country we're so proud, होइन, like जहाँ भए पनि we're so proud. नेपाल हुने बित्तिकै नेपालको झन्डा देख्ने बित्तिकै
I
we just support
know.
whatever it is, होइन.
That makes me so emotional
Right.
because people really make you yours.
Oh yeah,
We
they
do,
sure do. अब
exactly.
हजुर चाहिँ नेपालको छोरी भइसक्यो क्या.
Yeah, and when I go to Miss World, I'm not Priyanka anymore.
No,
I'm
no, you're Nepal.
My name is Nepal.
Yeah.
My identity is Nepal. And when I represent Nepal, people like you who are staying at the US and representing our community so well, seeing so much of love, admiration, and adoration from this part of the world is so inspiring to me too. Okay?
Exactly.
अब Texasमा मेरो meet and greet सक्यो होइन. Everyone was there. मेरो momको connectionsहरू थियो होला, उहाँको family members or relatives, close friendsहरू हुनुहुन्थ्यो होला. They all made our event such a huge success in just like a day or two notice. Okay?
Yeah.
एक दुई दिनको नोटिसमा उहाँहरू, they all showed up for my Beauty with Purpose project for
nice.
Nepal. Okay?
Right.
So that was so
The
sweet.
love.
So the love and the adoration that I carry from this side of the world, from Nepalese, is unimaginable, unbeatable, and I'm so grateful and thankful for the love that I receive every time I'm here. Miss Nepal नहुँदाखेरि बहिनी भनेर माया गरिदिनुहुन्थ्यो भने अहिले Miss Nepal भएर आउँदाखेरि आफ्नै छोरी जस्तो
Yes.
गरिदिनुहुन्छ कि
Yeah.
every house is open to me. In a land so far away from the place that we call home, every door is open for me because I'm Miss Nepal and who an ambassador to Nepal
Yes.
in Miss World State. So
Gives
it
me
is so
goosebumps.
precious. It is so precious, so precious. So I want to thank everybody watching this, whoever is here at the United States, whoever is here at any state, any part of the world. We're so grateful and thankful for your love and support because that really add wind to our wings.
So you already mentioned like Texas, you had your meet and greet and everything for the purpose of your Beauty with the Purpose project. So like you already said, अब यहाँ आउँदा पनि you feel so much love and everything, होइन. So आज चाहिँ अब हाम्रो सिटीमा आउनु भएको छ होइन, Baltimoreमा, and we heard you also have a meet and greet here in Baltimore. Tell us about that. When is it, and what is going to happen there?
So in collaboration with Namlo Events and Everest Entertainment US, we are coming up with meet and greet at Baltimore here at Mount Everest, the restaurant.
Okay.
I forget the exact location, but you can maybe insert it somewhere around. We're heading since 7 p.m. onwards at this place, and it'll be a meet and greet where I'll talk about my project and I'll get to meet you in person and just know more about how you've been living, where you can ask me questions too, and how I have been doing and taking my journey along as Miss Nepal. So I'm very excited to meet each and every one of you from Baltimore area and maybe around Washington DC, Maryland. If you're around, please come by.
Yep,
Please,
DMV.
please come
And
by.
when is it?
It's on Sunday, so that should be 7th.
7th. May 7th.
May
7 p.m.
Sunday.
onwards, DMV area. You already heard it here. Priyanka Rani Joshi is here to for basically your support. She's going on the world stage and she needs it the most at this time. And it's you and I and Kenny and every one of us that is going to make it possible for her. So definitely do voting, supporting, charity, everything that she's doing, do it because this is our chance. Because actually, मात्र आउँछ, सकेपछि सक्यो. So this is our chance.
Nepal.
Yes, for
Yep.
sure.
Not for you, not for like you, not for me, for Nepal as a whole.
Let's do this one
Yep.
Yes.
again.
Alrighty.
So going back, मलाई के कुरा गर्न मलाई भने, so US tour, what cities are you going to?
I'm just focusing on 4 right now. Texas सक्यो, अब म Baltimore मा छु. We're looking at 6th in New York, 7th Baltimore again. Then I'm flying out to Seattle on the 14th.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice. She has her whole tour planned.
Nice. यो चाहिँ चाहिँ पुरै strategized गरेरै रहेछ हैन?
Yeah. Okay, nice. Talking about Miss Nepal that came before you, and like before you applied, how did you see Miss Nepal? Because like there are so many Miss Nepal that we still like
Oh, yeah.
love and remember, but there are like some Miss Nepal matra of a Miss Nepal that it's a year, but then like you don't have to be a Miss Nepal to keep helping and everything, right? But then the project like we feel like it's like after the Miss Nepal is over, do you like correct me if I'm wrong? The projects die down. I know. So like I'm pretty sure before coming to Miss Nepal, you also thought about that or something. How do you see that? How do you view like?
So no project can ever die down. When you start
Okay.
something, a part of you remains in it. So not just that, when you become Miss Nepal, what you need to really understand is it is a tenure for 1 year. It's not a job that lasts forever. You actively participate and work towards projects and the things as Miss Nepal for that year, and you're called reigning year for a reason. So when that happens, all the media attention, all the general knowledges and inquiries from the audiences also retain on the Miss Nepal that reigns that year. So whoever have passed down their crowns, they still actively work with the projects, but our focus of attention is retaining on one Miss Nepal who actively is working towards making their goal and making their projects work.
Makes
so
sense.
we need to remember that sometimes you might think people come and do projects for 1 year and the projects might die down or they do not really focus on them ever again, but it does not really happen. When you pick up a project, you really make sure that you take a 360 angle with the project and you make sure that people and the impact is generally retained. So they don't really die down. I think our attention with them maybe maneuvers a little to another person who becomes Miss Nepal that year.
Okay, it
Nice,
makes sense
nice.
because like every year भइरहेको छ नि त फेरि. Like 1 year भयो, if the media were to focus on पहिलेकै मात्र, how can we give full attention अहिले भइरहेको project?
I only say that because like esto Miss Nepal, not just in Nepal, like when you become a Miss whatever
North
country,
America,
yeah, whatever country, you know, like when you're representing a country, big, much more bigger responsibility. Like you and somebody like this is just not my question. I'm pretty sure like our viewers and audiences like they also have this question. Like when Miss Nepal is over, you know, we like whenever people are coming, they go into movies. I know they go into TV. They go into like hosting the many programs and all that, and they also choreograph and all that. We have Miss Nepals who have been around doing that, you know? But then like some of them we never hear about. Right, like so. I mean, personal choices. But they come, they do whatever project they want to do, and then they go because they have their personal life too. Obviously, we do get that. But like, what are your plans? What do you?
Yeah.
There are
anyway.
many. So let's focus on the one that I have scripted on my notebooks yet. I'll be back to the States for my GIA institute for my GIA course. I will complete that. I will go back home. I'm planning to open few flagship stores that have been under my mother's name for the longest time, maybe around Texas or Baltimore. I plan to bring the franchise in to our people here in the United States too. So that is what is in my books until now. But if I win Miss World, I think that will be in the vault for another year.
Yes.
Nice.
And then you have our blessing. So
Of
you are gonna
We have our
win Miss
love
World.
and
We're gonna go in
support
with
and
that spirit.
blessings.
Okay? We're
Oh.
gonna win money.
Like
Yes,
just
yes.
how you went to Miss Nepal, that's how I want you to go to Miss World पनि के, with the
thank you.
confidence
Yes.
that you had,
She is.
with like because you've done all your preparation and you're still doing it. Of
We're
course,
still on it,
until the
right.
day, no? But on the day, have the same energy, if not more.
I'm sure. Like I think
tried.
I think she has got it on her books, bro. Like she has, like she knows what she's doing. And त्यति बेला चाहिँ, like obviously world stage, but it's probably gonna be different. I know that.
And also, I'm sure त्यहाँ पनि audition, not audition, but त्यो पहिला practiceहरू गराउँछ होला, and make sure you walk the Miss World को वाला हुन्छ नि.
I'll remember that.
Okay, do that. So हाम्रो screenमा चाहिँ we have 5 beautiful Miss Nepals. अनि as a personal level, rank them from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. कुन चाहिँ 5, कुन चाहिँ 1, based on like influence they have on your life.
Oh my God.
Isn't it hard?
It's so difficult.
I'm sure.
I think I've learned so much individually from all their journey that it's so difficult for me to pick one. Do I have to do that?
Based on the influence that they had as Miss Nepal when they were reigning.
Okay, on me.
Yes.
Okay, so
The top would be the first one.
के भयो भने अब मलाई कति इन्फ्लुएन्स गर्नुभयो उहाँहरू रेन गर्दाखेरि भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ आई थिङ्क रिसेन्टदेखि नै जान्छ होइन त्यही भएर आई थिङ्क श्रृङ्खला दी अनुष्का दी सुगारिका दी सदिक्षा दी मालविका दी
Okay.
सो हाम्रो इन्ट्रेस्टमा पनि डिपेन्ड गर्छ नि त सो मेरो पर्सनल डेभलपमेन्टमा चाहिँ धेरै हात भएको चाहिँ यही क्रोनोलोजिकल अर्डरमा जानु सक्छ होला
Okay.
Do you want to say a couple words about them?
Yeah.
I'm what I am because half of my battles were fought by their journey and it has been so easy on me. Jati easy saw it's because of their representation and participation in the Miss World platform. I know अहिलेसम्म मलाई एउटा comfort cushioning गरिदिनु भएको उहाँहरूको journey हो. So each and everyone who participated in Miss World has only made my journey to the crown easier. Okay,
Right.
So I just want to say thank you to all of them.
Obviously, exactly.
All of
Very,
them.
very influential and very हुन्छ नि, amazing ladies. Obviously, like all our Miss Nepals that have ever reigned in Nepal, you know, they were very influential and everything. But like,
I just want to say they're also amazing. अब मेरो लाइफमा चाहिँ पर्सनल इम्प्याक्ट कसरी कसले के तरिकामा हाल्नुभयो त्यो किसिमले चाहिँ मैले र्याङ्किङ गरे हो I do not
No. Exactly.
I do not mean to offend anybody.
sure.
They're all so precious and
Yes.
they're all my sisters.
Exactly. Like moving on, every year चाहिँ के हुन्छ होला भने like bigger shoes to fill जस्तो feel हुन्छ होला, but at the same time like I love how you're taking the approach. Like I have their blessings, everything they have done like before me, it only helped me. But I really love that approach. But yeah, like if you had to say like one word about each people here,
Yeah,
what would
let's
you
do
say? Starting with
Like
Shrinkala,
the first word that comes to your mind when you see them.
So let's go this way. Inspirational, groundbreaking, the sweetest Sadiksha Di, the greatest orator when it comes to Sugarika Di, and influential when it comes to Anushka Di.
Nice. I think you put it.
I think yeah.
Yeah.
You put it very nicely, but yeah.
So
I like that you smiled before you asked.
Alright, so हाम्रो चाहिँ एउटा common thing छ हजुरहरू title holdersहरू हैन Miss Nepal 2022 को 3वटा winner भयो हैन. So you guys have something in common.
What?
Something in common.
One thing that you guys, 3 of you, have in common.
Have in
okay?
These are St. Xavier's, but of course we know that.
How did you like our research?
So wait. So
In depth.
do I have to say अब म St. Xavier'sमा गयो भने चाहिँ oh are my chances high?
Sabi Miss Nepal
You know what?
You know
what?
Every
I'll let you in on something. I don't remember who our vice president was. But म St. Xavier's पढ्दाखेरि चाहिँ the Miss whoever won Miss Earth, Miss Sarisha वा चाहिँ +2 पढ्नु भएको थियो. I'm guessing Nancyले चाहिँ I know she did her A levels there. म चाहिँ bachelor'sमा पढायो कि अनि एकजना फादरले चाहिँ मलाई के भन्नुभएको थियो भने अब सबैजनाले मिस नेपाल जान्छु भनेर त थाहा हुन्छ नि त अनि मिस नेपाल भनेर I had all this air around me के त्यति बेलैदेखि अनि एकजना साथीले चाहिँ father she's going नि after she's done with bachelor'sहरू भनेर त्यसो कुरा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ उहाँले सबैजना जानुहुन्छ जित्नु हुँदैन भनेर भन्नुभयो. I always remember that. This year, fortunately, all 3 winners are from St. Xavier's.
Nice.
And I really want to go back to our father and let him know. But
you 3 should go.
Yeah, all 3 of us, we should go and we should let him know that he's created such amazing, beautiful ladies. But I don't think he's there at St. Xavier's anymore. Postings in Santa. I think he's gone to Delhi now. But if I ever find him,
You
I'm
have
gonna let
to.
him know. I should let him know.
If you're watching this.
Okay. So yeah, we talked about a lot, you know, Kenny. It was very fun. But नचाहँदा पनि we're gonna have to unfortunately end this. But before that, Priyanka, you are stepping in, you know, to the world stage, and I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people like even us, you know, like there are a lot of people that look up to you, what you have done at very young
You're
age.
like a role model, boys.
Yeah, exactly. At a very young age, very commendable. So do you have any message to the world first, and then the newcomers who are are looking up to you right now. Even when this podcast airs, and like they're looking up to you, like, oh my gosh, she's doing so much, and you have yet to show what you have done in this whole year. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be continuing doing all this even after your reigning period ends. So what is the message to the world and the newcomers?
So what I've always believed in life is motivations come by words too. So my favorite motivational quote has to be like water, my friend भन्नुहुन्छ कि Bruce Lee. I think he has a movie on it too, a documentary or a movie. I
love
forget that. But he said be like water, flow like water. And I think what worked for me too as a Miss Nepal candidate, and what will continue to work for me as a human too, is I really retain to the properties of water as a human. I understand what I bring to the table. I understand my qualities, but I also flow with life, with the bends, curves, and stones that are ahead of me in their journey. So I think getting onto this quote and understanding your qualities, but also understanding where and how to bend with time and people is very important. So to the world and to the upcoming Miss Nepal, I'd ask her to be flexible with time, but retain your properties and your genuine qualities, because that is what will really, really take you forward in life.
That's a beautiful
very well
message.
said. Like मलाई चाहिँ त्यो be like water भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ I really liked it, because like sometimes you have to be still, sometimes you have to just like rush, not minding stones and everything that
when
you said.
Look at water, it's sometimes so still and calming. Sometimes there's
It's
thunder and there's
flowing,
storm and there are waves. And
I know.
you need to go with your time, and you need to know where to bring what forward.
अनि त्यसपछि हैन त्यही वाटरले नै sometimes there's destruction, sometimes there's like, let's say crops कै कुरा गरौँ न, you need water like for crops to grow, and for sometimes like tsunami भनौँ कति destruction गर्छ. It's like how you like work with it, and how
we as humans, we need to really learn from the elements of nature. Okay, हाम्रो fire, water, the greens, everything that we've got, all four elements we have so much to learn from, because हाम्रो ecological sector ma हेर्दाखेरि humans are the only ones who do not really give back to the environment. The plants, the animals, the fishes, the flora, the faunas, they all sustain by themselves, on themselves, you know. हामी we sustain on somebody else. So why does that happen? Because we have qualities where we can think, we can act, and we can learn. So act in a way that is favorable in situations that work around you, for you, and for the people around you.
Okay. Yeah, that's very well said from our
couldn't have said it better. Other way around, हैन. अनि
Exactly.
thank you. I'm sure हजुर एकदमै busy थियो होला, हैन. Thank you for taking your time out to come to our podcast, and thank you for sharing यति धेरै informationहरु. We're glad, and it's a pleasure to have you here.
It was a very easy conversation. I didn't have to do anything about putting anything on the table, because you girls are so sweet. It was amazing having conversations with you. And before I step out, I have to really thank every organizer who supported me through my journey, because यहाँ आउँदाखेरि त नौलो नै हुन्छ नि त फन्डरेजर गर्दाखेरि जसलाई चिने पनि एउटा अर्गनाइज गर्नलाई चाहिँ we need somebody heading the team. So Sailesh Dai from Miss North America, he's been such a great pillar of support through the way. नेपालमा हुँदाखेरि अब कन्सर्न हुन्छ दाइ के कस्तो भइरहेछ भनेर फोन आउँदाखेरि he used to be like केही चिन्ता नलियो, I have it over my head, I have it over my shoulder. You just sit, relax, and be present, be presentable, be mindful. That's all you got to do. Half the things were done by him. Jolidi, Kanchandi, Janish Dai, the Amatya trio here at Baltimore. They've been such a huge support, and Akash Dai is here. I've been in awe of the person he is. So amazing, so nice, so sweet, so gentle. And everybody here, Bikran Dai, team of Namlo events, Amro, Mount Everest team, the people who are hosting us here at Seattle. We've got Mr. Aishi Sherpa, and at New York we are yet to figure out the name of the organization that we want to work with yet, because there's so many. There's so many nice people who are willing to help me, support me through it. Whoever gets onto the journey with us, I'm ever so thankful, so grateful for your journey, and I will make sure I won't let you down in my Miss World stage and the presentation that I take forward for Nepal with your guys' support.
I'm sure you won't. Amazing. Sanam, do you know today we have a gift hamper for you?
No way.
From Nepal e-market.
Why la pani
No, this is
Yeah,
our
this
first
is our
time.
first
No
time.
way. I am actually God's favorite child.
Exactly.
You
You sure are.
Exactly, you are. So
Alright,
we have
and
it here.
a gift hamper from Nepal
Yes.
e-market for our lovely Miss Nepal Priyanka Rani Joshi.
Always a big yes for gifts. Thank
We have a small gift hamper here for you, and this is the first time we're introducing it here. So you are lucky favorite ghost child.
Oh, you are?
आउँछ कि जहिले पनि आउँछ. So I hope this charm stays with you on the stage of Miss World as well. This is our blessing bottom from Namlo On Air
course.
team
And our
and
love.
and Nepalese market. So here is the gift.
Thank you, girls. Thank you, Namlo Events. Thank you, Nepalese e-market.
Thank you so much to our viewers that you tune into our podcast every week on the Fridays with Kenny and I. So thank you so much for all the love and support that we've been getting from you. So yeah, for this week with Kenny and I, we are going to be signing out with our fabulous guest for this week, Miss Nepal World 2022 Priyanka Rani Joshi here. So yeah, we are signing out. Bye. 26th Miss Nepal World title holder, Miss. Is that good?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Okay, good. I saw
can't
the
release
BTS one.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw the
I saw
BTS.
like
It was really good.
I really loved it.
I loved
You have no idea what's coming.
Thank you for. Oh,
Welcome to
why did I
Namlo.
say thank you? 1, 2, 3, go.
Nepali भनेर लेख्या हो।
Oh,
त्यही
always,
देखिरहेको
always.
मैले always-
Oh, एकैछिन नाम्लो इभेन्ट्स र
Miss Nepal भनेको नेपालीमा बोल्नु.
You know how people are.
Yeah,
तर it's okay, man. You gotta talk in like, the way you can communicate.
that's true.
Wait. Got this pause. Like, let me think of something nice since I've like
Nice, yeah.
them all in like.
Alright, Sonam, you thought it was over, but today, brand new concept, we have a gift hamper from Nepal e-market for our lovely Miss Nepal Priyanka
We
Rani
do.
Joshi.
So
Always a
I'm
big. You should go with the name again.
go with the name, girl. What are you doing?
This is our Priyanka Rani Joshi. I know it.
Okay, start again. 1, 2.